Y'all, so we have entered in our custom goals, and now I want to learn how to track food. Okay, so obviously this is a food tracking app, and so we want to learn how to track. Okay, learning how to track and getting really good at that is going to be the game changer. Okay, so there's two main ways that you can enter food. All right, moving forward, we want to start to weigh and get as accurate as possible, but for now I just want you to start to get the hang of this. Okay, now it's starting to ask me questions. Access your location, don't worry about that. All right, so two ways. The first and foremost, the easiest way is this barcode. Top right, there'll be a barcode here. Okay, we will let it access the camera. I guess it's on the back side here. All right, so what I've got, think thin. Okay, so y'all should have this in the grocery list. Bars right here. All I'm gonna do is log that right there, and boom. All right, so what it's gonna do now, everything that was on this nutrition label is gonna now pop up into these spots. Okay, so super easy, like the easiest way to do it. Obviously, if you were gonna have two of these, you would just go here, okay, select number of servings, and then go to 2. Okay, and you'll see that'll automatically update the calories, the fat, protein, and where are our carbs? Oh, carbs, they named it carbs. Okay, so right there. So it'll double that. Okay, so that's one way. Okay, we'll hit check. That'll fill in our spot. So now it's set. So now we see for our breakfast, we've had 240 calories, 23 grams of carbs, 9 grams of fat, 20 grams of protein. Well, it's really cool. I'm on the iPad right now, but if you were to, so this is your phone. If you were to turn it to the side, so you have to take the lock off, it'll actually bring up this view to where this will populate the bottom. So if you scroll to the bottom of your phone, you'll see where it's got totals, your goals, and your remaining. Okay, so you can see after that bar, I've now down, I only have 2,900 calories to go, 330 grams of carbs, 61 grams of fat, and 255 grams of protein. Okay, so that's good to kind of track where you're at throughout the day. All right, the other way, which is a little trickier because it can have a lot more variance. So let's say for breakfast, I'm doing good. I had my breakfast smoothie, so this is good. One, you should have the barcode for that, but let's say I kind of remember it was private selection, classic fruit medley. Okay, do you see how accurate I'm being? I've got private selection is the name of the brand, classic fruit medley is the type. So I'm going to search that, see what happens. Perfect. You see that green check mark is the only one on here. That means it's verified. So we've got private selection, classic fruit medley, and notice it's got 140 grams. Okay, this is why it's so important to weigh out your food and know how to use the nutrition label, because 140 sounds like I just pulled that out of the air. But if you look at the nutrition label on the classic fruit medley, 1 cup, 1 serving is 140 grams. Here, 1 serving is obviously 1 bar, but if I were to weigh it, this think thin would be 60 grams. Okay, so those all mean the same thing. So I'll click this. Okay, so I got my 140 grams. That's all I weighed in my shake. So I did 1 serving of that. All I'll do is hit check, and then it's going there. So big things there. Remember, the green check mark, extremely important. Know the weight. Okay, so guessing 1 cup here and there is going to be okay in the beginning, because we just want to get in the habit of tracking, getting good at searching these things and putting them in. But it becomes very useful to know how much you're weighing and starting to weigh these foods. So go ahead and get that food scale as quick as possible. So just to continue, all right, we've got the optimum nutrition, that whey protein, easily can just scan the barcode, okay, and that'll give me the amount. Remember, it was 32 grams, that was 1 serving, so I know that sounds random, but that was 1 scoop, 1 serving, so that'll be the same exact value that'll enter here. But let's say a banana is a good idea, okay, banana. It's a raw banana, so we want to keep moving. Yeah. So raw banana, so we'll search that. Tyler just came in. All right, y'all, so raw banana, we got a green check mark. All right, so notice there's 3 green check marks. So now we were like, okay, what the heck, what do we do? Let's click this top one, and now let's go to serving sizes. I don't know what 4.2 ounces is. If I were to weigh it, it'd be okay, but okay, it'll give you ideas as far as how long and everything. 100 grams is usually where I stick. And so we'll go 100 grams. So if we weighed out our banana on the scale and we knew it was 100 and let's just say 133 grams. So we would actually move this up to 1 point and 1 1/3. And now that'll actually give me 133 grams, which will now update all this. So I'll hit check. You can come back and you can now see under bananas 133 grams. Okay, so a little bit of math involved, but if you understand how to select the servings, you'll go there, select the serving size. 100 grams is usually the easiest because when you're using the scale, just switch it to grams and you're golden. Hit check, and then now all it is just a matter of figuring out how many servings that was. Okay, so again, we'll go back. But if you can master that, that's pretty much it. Okay, you'll start to see how many grams or how many macros, how many grams of each, proteins, carbs, and fats you'll get per meal. And if we know, just say my goal is 275. So to keep that simple, if I'm eating 5 meals a day, what's that going to be? 5 meals. Let me cheat and get a calculator because I don't want to mess that up. 275 divided by 5. So simply 55 grams per meal. That's it. So I need to make sure that every meal that I have has 55 grams of protein. Okay, so with that smoothie and that scoop of protein, eggs and bacon, that would be about 60 grams, and that'll be perfect. Okay, so very simple. Once you start to break it down, just keep practicing logging in this stuff.